God damn. That was probably the toughest decision to make in this game so far. Do I like what I did? No. Did I do what I had to?
It's good to see a living face. Is there anything you want to buy, or...
I'm gonna take some of the stuff out of my inventory and then sell that stuff, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that quest. But first things first, gotta upgrade everything. Oh, you can see it now. Oh, one's gone. Imagine me accidentally grabbing that. Probably talk to everyone. Probably be a good idea.
We need to talk.
Okay.
You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why.
We found the ghosts of dead people and a map of the garden. I can't destroy Naka Cabal without knowing.
Exactly. Everything in those ruins is irreplaceable and must be protected. And if we ruin Ludwig's day, so much the better.
Inquisitor Ludwig made her intentions clear. To destroy any evidence of Sapadal and subdue the living lands. We can't afford to give her a single victory, Kai. Even if it hurts.
Ludwig's a monster. But how can you say Ringgrim's any less of one?
Ringgrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Maybe you're right. If the cost of the choice like these, perhaps it's better to trust our fate in the will and the gods.
Oh, Naivasta, fuitu meyu. Damned if I'm leaving my fate in the hands of a blessed magical authority figure. God, Archmage, or anyone else.
Agreed. If the gods cared enough to intervene, they would have. No, we're on our own. We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
We can discuss when we leave for Gwendolyn's Tusk. For now, I think we all need some rest. 5, 8. Do this. What's this need? Blackwood branch and cave core. Cave core. Yeah, okay. I could buy Audra from other people before I go into the next land, because I feel like I'm gonna have to. So I'll probably do that next. This is up to 2. I need to get this. So let's go and
Never thought I'd be going back to Galawain's tusks.
Relax. We won't embarrass you too much.
Let me guess. You burned some bridges on your way out, and now we have to cross them.
Think whatever you want. I just don't.
Take your time, dearie. You can tell me everything later over tea.
Right. Can we talk about something else?
Of course. Though you were the one who brought it up.
Kai's still wearing socks from last week. Let's discuss.
At least I've washed them.
What's that you're drinking?
Some tea from the Deerwood. It's got some Glanfathen name I've never been able to pronounce, but it's delightful.
I've never smelled anything quite like it.
See? Delightful, isn't it? And it tastes just as good if you'd like a cup.
Another time. I'll just sit here and enjoy the scent if you don't mind.
Suit yourself. More for me.
okay, let's talk to everyone. I'll see.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring them again in the future, but I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though...
Anything to make Ludwig say worse.
I'll drink to that, dear. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akedans in the ruin. I was able to ask questions and get answers.
You must be the luckiest historian alive.
And it's all thanks to you and your weird god. Sapadal, was it? Oh, big fan. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier?
Trials were worth it, if only to feel like I know where I belong now.
Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike with no god. I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details.
Was mean Rengram everything you expected?
I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her. She even offered to make me her apprentice.
Getting the feeling that Rengram is a really big deal to you.
As smart as you are, Envoy, I sometimes forget that you are still a layperson.
Oh,
It
thanks.
doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Handra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them.
But who else will tell the story of the Akitas if not you?
Oh, you even learned their proper name. I can't believe you listened. You'll make me cry at this rate. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now.
Nani?
Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do?
So hard to pass up an opportunity like the one Ringrim's offering you.
I know. That's the whole issue. I've learned magic through my own means, reading and studying on my own. How much more could I learn with her? And how much faster? Within a fortnight, I could rule the world.
Oh, gods. I'll stick with the secret sleeping god that whispers who knows what in our leader's head, thank you very much.
Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp.
Yeah, what's up?
How much do you really know about Adra?
It's a rock that has something to do with the passage of souls.
Not bad. Adra is a physical manifestation of a metaphysical phenomenon. A mineral that takes our souls from death to rebirth. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost?
You think there'll be unintended consequences?
That would be putting it lightly. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries.
What I'm hearing is Shatterscarp's gonna have a ghost problem.
Possibly. Probably. Eventually. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves.
That's why I cherish these talks. Things slow down for a bit.
As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question?
Go ahead.
Something about Inquisitor Ludwine has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual?
Maybe it's because he doesn't trust Sapital.
But what about you, her kinsman? When you rejected Ludwine's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwine clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell.
I'm always
Get some
will
rest.
tell.
You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. If I must.
What's up, Marius?
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries.
That's because no one knew the way.
Right. I think the sea of acid surrounding it had something to do with it, too. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows?
You have to find Sapidol at all costs.
I wish I was as convinced as you are. The thought of going to speak to a god on their turf, it doesn't make sense to me. I guess that's not my problem, really. My job is to keep you alive, whether you've got a god in your head or not. Just don't do anything stupid, all right? Anyway. Let's make sure they're not listening. You already asked about Giada, so you probably want to talk about Kai or Yatsley.
I imagine you have opinions on Yatsley?
Right. Yes, I do. Real strong Blessed Day opinions. I don't trust her any further than I could throw her, which honestly isn't that far. She actually goes down into these ruins on purpose, just to see what's down there, I guess? And now she's trying to lead us to the garden. Might as well be searching for WoW's wacky wagon of mysteries. I'm sure she knows what she's doing, but what if she doesn't? Until next time.
Yatsley.
Listen, that back there in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means exactly.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. Maybe you're the chosen one now. Some kind of prophecy? You don't look that different to me. It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
Not more.
Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but that outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like.
I don't think Ringram ever wanted to hurt us.
Oh, that small army of skeletons she sent after us might care to differ. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. You too.
Bye.
It's getting late. I should be asleep by now, but as usual, I can't silence my thoughts. Just wake me up when the fighting starts, or if you talk to someone interesting, whichever comes first.
I'm gonna continue bringing those 2, but once I go to the third... Oh, never mind.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return.
You harm innocents, of course they're furious.
Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many.
Sometimes our emotions drive us to terrible things, I understand.
The burned queen. She hurt us, hurt our people. She did this. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here, a green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us.
Depends on whether you hurt the people I love.
Words like bile. This is not our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
What if I want to dream about dogs? Crap.
I know where the
next spot is. So I just need 6 corrupted Audra.
Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back.
You know anything about this?
What is that? Sorry, friend, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, if there's anyone in all of Dawnshore that could give you answers, it's Gwyneth the Armorer in Paradise's Market.
Okay.
Protect that pretty face.
Yep. Audra. And that's it. We got a Paradise. I'm pretty much preparing myself for like the final area because I don't know what the final area bestows. Because like, you got a snow biome, a volcano biome, a jungle biome. Because like, if you look at the map, right, like, if you just go to Living Lands, like, this is all shadow scrap, so we don't have to worry about this. But like, we got this little area. This could all be, no, this is an area. And then you have this whole area, and then you got snow and a swamp area. And it's clear that there's a road down here. Oh yeah, I got the jungle area. So.
You made it back.
The star metal. Can you do anything with this metal?
Wait, is that star metal? Abaddon's arse, this stuff is rare. I'd love to make something with it, but I'd be afraid of ruining it. I can't think of anybody else in Paradise who could either. Who knows? Maybe there's a blacksmith in another city who can help.
Where should I start looking?
Well, if I were a betting girl, I'd wager one of the smiths in Solace Keep could work with it. Good luck getting inside, though. Or surviving the journey there. You mean enchanted? No. A shield does its job just fine. It doesn't need to be tinkered with. Talk to my sister if you're interested in that kind of thing. She's over there. At least I don't think she's blown herself up yet.
Met her. She's very enthusiastic.
I don't know where she gets it. I'd swear she was adopted if we didn't look alike. 3 generations of hammering. And then she comes along. Guess souls are strange like that.
Ooh, Audra. I will buy you Audra. I will also sell things to you. There. Do you have Audra?
I knew you'd be back.
No, you don't, but you have potions. I will take those. Okay, there's gotta be another clinic, apothecary shop. I mean, pretty much just go back to a second map.
Hear me, Paradise. Did we not come here to escape the Empire? To the Empire.
Long as there's... Hello, Adiran. Always nice to have a repeat guest.
I will take your lockpicks. I have a fuck ton of lockpicks, don't I? Oh, my lockpicks. $68. Would I talk to for... Oh. I want to get more Audra so I can upgrade my, at least my weapon up to 2. I already know I'm gonna have to upgrade it up to 3 before, I mean. This way. Yeah, this guy's not doing what it was.
Hail. You're back.
That's 4. 2 more. Two more, and then maybe I'll do a couple more, but this is just so I can get my weapon up to 2. Or at least, no, I have to get my weapon into red, and that's my gun.
Care to see my wares?
Another merchant over here. We kind of rarely come back to these places unless
The harvest will bring more business.
first place is this place.
Can I Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
Fair enough. Yeah, I have a lot of potions. I got 2 more awakened Andras, so... Oh, there's a quest right here. I didn't even see that. Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
No apologies necessary.
Rosanna, darling, Elia has it covered. We can send any neglected dead her way.
The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
What if we carried out the ritual in your stead?
Oh, if you would, that would simply be wonderful. I wouldn't know how to thank you. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle. I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
Did you steal the food from the town leaders?
I did, yes. With things the way they are, there was no other way to get what I need for the ritual. If I didn't think this was important, I wouldn't have taken the food. But this ritual is the key to everything.
I say this with love, but stealing from the living to help the dead is beyond nonsensical.
I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead.
Feeding the living should outweigh the needs of the dead.
But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more.
What do you need us to do?
You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Whose body rests there?
Loggers from the old days. They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
The spiders wandering in the swamp?
They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stairs wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
Maybe this will help you find some peace as well.
That is the least of my worries. But yes, bringing closure to the recent dead will finally allow me a good night's sleep. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Okay. This way. There's definitely a way in there. I just don't know. Can I take things from your house? Upstairs. Good, I came back in here. Kind of like this look. Oh, it's medium armor. Yeah, I still like that. I am gonna send that back though.
Ado! Welcome back. Care to take a look around?
Well, I'm going to see this right now. Where are these? Ones up there. Actually, I can just go to this encampment, and then I can upgrade my gun. Because I can I think I need Awaken Audra to do what I need to do, and I think I got plenty now. Yeah. Corrupted Audra. I need 6 Corrupted Audra. It takes 3 Audra, Awaken Audra, to do that. Damn. That takes a lot of Audra. I was kind of hoping that I can get enough for that, but apparently not. I at least took 2. Living iron trunks and cable. Oh, at least I tried.
You seem quiet, darling.
I'm still thinking about Thirdborn and what we did to them.
I know it's a heavy price to pay, but look at what we bought. The Dream Scourge is no more in Shadowsguard. And Naguku Bell stands, ready to be studied the moment we deal with this new god and the Steel Garrote.
After all that, you're still thinking about your studies.
And aside from it being the right thing to do, I find it very easy to disagree with Ludwig.
I don't have to like her to think she was right about this.
I suppose I can understand. I just wish you could find me more agreeable than the woman who attacked Fiora.
I do, Yatsley. I just wish this didn't make us the people who attacked Thirdborn.
I'm trying to remember the academic...
Let's see. Out of me.
Unseen, unheard.
It's my,
You're mine now. Next one's mine.
Yeah, my graphics keep getting turned down, and I don't know why.
I was worried for a second.
Get plenty to
tonight?
Okay, what are the rest of them? One's right there, one's right there. Hello, chickens.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else. I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats. I would normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now, every piece of food missing is a person who goes hungry.
I'll pay for the cost of missing foods. We can be done. Happy to compensate you for the lost food.
Right now, I'd much rather have the food, but this will go a long way if we ever get another merchant from Dawnshore. Thank you. It may not seem like much, but this could mean life or death to some people. I should get back to it. Stay safe out there.
And we dealt with that. I'm really good at dealing with things. That one. Right, I'm friends with all of you. I forgot about that. But I'm not friends with fucking any of you.
Waste of good food, if you ask me.
Well. I wonder what I need to, get a better, upgrade to like legendary items, because I'm getting there. Like, the next area is going to have legendary enemies, and I'm going to have to start upgrading things.
Just getting warmed up.
Why not sacrifice a goat while you're at it?
So mad about this. Oh, that's done.
You return. Have you visited all 3 grave sites?
Place offerings and repay for the food you stole.
Oh, I never expected such generosity from you. You paid for my crime from your own pockets? Thank you for helping the dead to rest, my friend. You have done Fiora a great service. Now, will you stand and pray with me?
Of course.
May you walk the path safely, always a step ahead of the pallid night and her toll. May the usher guide you through the safest doors to the next life, and may his skeletal hand bring you only warmth. May the twin gods see faith in you in all their aspects, and may death come quickly and easily and without fear.
And may we all take comfort and acknowledge that next life awaits.
You know the prayer. It gives me such joy. Please, take this token of Barrett's favor. May it keep you from her path for just a moment longer. May the usher find you quickly, Aimiko, and ferry you gently to the next life.
Anyway, all this stuff I can just break down. Oh, okay. Now, I guess it's time to go back to the Living Lands and go back to Shadowscarp. Apparently, I cannot upgrade things. Can you strip Audra from weapons? If that's not a feature in this game, that's definitely a feature they should invest in. I think that should be a big investment for them. Being able to be like, you know what, I didn't like what I did there, I'm gonna strip all this Audra off it, and maybe it becomes corrupted or what you need, you know, because there's some weapons that I would like to, armor that I would like to
Three dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow.
Sorry, to monitor, there was no other options.
Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for?
To stop the Dream Scourge from taking more lives.
The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones.
I need permission to go to Gwendolyn's task.
You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, envoy.
Sorry. The goats. Well, I'm going to bring Kai and Marius with me, I think. Ooh, there's a stutter. I'm gonna save before the game randomly crashes on me. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I need to figure out how to get over there now. That way. That's the bridge. Maybe go this way.
Nice job, everyone.
Hopefully this node and I are found safely. This past while I've been has been a torment. I hear my child voice everywhere, but they died in Takawa 40 years ago. I know this, I know it, but I hear them. I also hear the Tira Nui, the Tamarian whisper. I hear the cries and the groans of my neighbors and their loved ones as they turn on each other. That will not be me. I may have a few to harm now, but still I refuse. I'm on my way to Nagoyo. The sea will bring me home. So he literally took his own life. That's sad. This is all mountains right here. Well, here we go.
Temerity sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way, too.
I genuinely do feel bad. It was a tough decision to make, and I don't think I made the right one, but...
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now, but she keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
She's out of control and must be stopped.
That might be easier said than done.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I can deal with her if I have to.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map.
And a map.
And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Oh, that's just a pile of Sokka.
You have something to say, Marcus?
Oh, now you're listening to
Maris?
me, all of a Sokka sup sudden. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a page raku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
I want to find the cause of the Dream Scourge, and the garden is the best clue.
And all your clues come from one source. You've been following a voice in your head. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them?
That is not in my head. They have a powerful connection to the Audra here.
I hate to be the voice of reason, but we are talking about a god. There are limits to what we can even comprehend.
I have a powerful connection to my Blessed flute, but I'm not about to take orders from it.
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so.
Something you're not telling us.
You're not listening to what I am telling you. I'm done here. Do whatever Blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
I gotta talk.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I see.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit.
You seem to be looking for any excuse not to go to Galawain Tusk.
I don't... Right, I guess I was. I just really don't want to go. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying.
Has something happened to you there?
I guess a lot of things happened to me there. I grew up there in Solace. I left there on purpose. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Okay. I'm gonna bring her with me. Because he has the goddamn map. Oh yeah, that's a fiery hellhole. Who the fuck lives here?
Oh, Galloway's gonads. There isn't enough perfume in Aora. You lived here.
Always thought that if I ever came back here, I'd never...
Oh, dearie. Do you need some smelling salts?
I'm fine. Just need to... I just need a moment.
Work.
Now we're here. Someone opened something.
Can we finish here? Quickly, before I lose my lunch.
Let's go.
We've got company. You got grown.
Okay, you're really strong. Got it. God. Got bleed effect on it. Come on. Boom. Okay, I'm sorry. Good, 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 good. Grab the mushrooms. Yeah, it looks easy. Well, I got one. Didn't even mean to find that. How big is this map? My god. Where the fuck? Oh, I'm going here. At least they tell me where to go and not to go. And go up here, and like at least this is more reasonable.
You asked for it.
Yeah, I definitely need to get my weapon up.
That's done. What? It's hard.
It's gotta be something up here, right? Yep. Five.
Not bad enough to go into godless ruins. We're also walking through the theater layer.
Okay, that's done. Good dad.
Take a moment, people.
Okay. So let's keep. I guess I could explore this portion. Gotta love the lava though. There's an encampment over here, so we're gonna go by this. Look at that volcano.
On the horizon. learn early on how fragile life can be.
Child's play.
I probably should. Do that. Eat some food so I can get stuff up. Nope. I saw something shiny. Look at that lava. That's nice lava. Also fucking bright in hell. What's that?
No way across from here.
That's wild. So many goddamn pillars. There is a way to go over there. Again. Oh. I almost forgot. Someone open that up. That is wild. Look at that. I wonder why that's like that. I wonder if it's that. No, it has to be the tree. That's kind of a wild thing to look at. Really cool. Okay, I'm F5ing right here. I don't know if I should be over here yet.
Fade and dig and push until the land pushes back.
How is this our fault? We've lived here for centuries.
The mountain screams. The distant island wails. Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabriel send you? You've got to get us out of here.
I don't know what I stumbled into, but someone had better explain fast.
It's the Vota. Gabriel sent us to repair the old aqueducts, but there's a bigger problem. Something's fouled the source. Marius, is that you? Can you talk some sense into anyone here?
Sorry, Raluca. You knew the answer to that before you asked.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water.
This could only happen through a powerful channeling of essence. Is there water nearby?
This land is connected. Veins and roots all intertwined. The land feels, it remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing.
Let me investigate. I can deal with whatever in those ruins.
What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better.
Yes, I bear the mark. That's why you must allow me to help.
Very well. Your insight would be helpful. Still that foul presence and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
Okay, well, we got wrapped into something that probably we should not be getting wrapped into, but here we are. Mushrooms.
The water is filthy. You'll catch your death if you dip in that.
Stay away from the water, Envoy, unless you want to die in it.
Find. I am gonna go in the water, even though it's gonna fucking hurt me so much. Well, oh, it just got trapped in this corner. That's cool. F5. Be great. Big spider nest. See me. Mind, they just see me. Any more? Plenty more. Oh, you're a really strong spider.
That was fun.
There's obviously more up there. Probably don't want to deal with that right now. But we are going to deal with it now. It's the other one. Where?
I'm down.
I'm getting tired of being really set on fire. Really getting tired of getting set on fire. Oh, that's so pretty. That has to be the garden. Yeah, this is definitely the land. I'll take that. Thank you. I see these purple mushrooms and I'm like, oh look. Poison, water, great, love it. It does look like. Oh, I might have been able to get up there. Looks like I can get up there. No? Like... that little segment was like right here. I might have been able to jump right there to there. Okay, back in the poisonous water. I need to cook food. I have to cook some more stuff. Hello. You're dead. Okay. Well, at least I didn't die. Always a good sign. I'm gonna take any of these coals. Go to there. Whoa! I just saw that. It's a minium armor. It kind of looks cool. Okay, well, kind of looks cool. I think I could just break all this stuff down. Oh god, did I already discover this? Well, that was early. What? What the fuck did I just find? What? It's 135. And I know if I do Ranger, I can put... What is it? Yeah, I can put blood. Power attacks with access and grave swords deal blood accumulation. So I do know if I do that. A full combo attack deals low shock accumulation to nearby enemies. It's deal plus 10 bonus shock damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I like that a lot, and I think that's really cool, but I'm gonna keep my swords. Okay, let's do this. I should break some of that stuff down.
Before. Do you feel the old roots twisting in the loam?
I feel a shadow of essence, a long dead life, growth pause before its time.
The trees shake with the passing of beasts. Their prey slithers beneath the leaves. But we took it all away. Now our memory is a wound reopened.
Show me what you can remember.
You are Maru, Achabaru Sinakis. You stand on the shoulders of all who spoke for us before. You are young in your role, newly minted from your trials and Thirdborn. You tempered your body and spirit in our image. Tell us, Maru, how did you perform?
I was exceptional.
All of your life had led to this. We noticed your promise, and you rewarded us tenfold. We had chosen many new guardians, but we cherished you first. Now you stood for the garden. Your destiny awaited you. The leader sent you to the temple of Galawain's tusks. An oasis bloomed from the Adra, and our children built a city there. Tell us, Maru, how did you find life in your new home?
Found love and community.
Meaning, the sapling thriving in its native soil. Why?
I was closer to it than ever.
You were beloved, whole, the steward of a purpose you had not found within yourself. In the third year of your work, the tide turned. The season changed. The city had grown root-bound, too large to sustain itself. Creeks ran dry. The people stirred with unrest. They turned to you. How did you advise them?
to venture out and find new sources.
The sea yielded only salt. The forage could not replace the harvest until one day we leave. The builders found a clear spring carved into the mountainside. They dreamed of an aqueduct, a river of their own design. Its veins would split the trees, a winding wound across our back. You could speak with us. Why did you not consult us first?
Never objected to building before.
They had never shorn so much away. In the path of the aqueduct lived a mighty flower tree, one of the first in the jungle.
And meditate under the shade.
A haven to commune with us. Its leaves spread wide, a challenge to the foreman's authority. He raised his axe.
Try to stop him.
You leaped forward. The axe cleaved into your arm. It would survive, but your blood drenched the dirt. Why did you intervene?
A tree couldn't defend itself. Someone had to.
Compassion greater than our gift. Yet you were weakened. He cut. The ground thundered as it fell. The haze parts. We cry out. Our skin burns. This memory we recall. The earth erupts. A chorus of screams. Ash blots out the sun.
You dried up the water.
Nothing would grow there. A hot knife to stench the blood. Yet there you stood. A sprout in the dust. A witness to our tragedy. You offered yourself to protect us. We could not punish you.
With so many innocents in the city, why did they die?
Because we chose you.
That's too much for one person to bear.
And to the whole. We should like that to be our way. Years passed. The Aikido returned. As they rebuilt their walls, they left us offerings, wary of their ancestors' mistake. We welcomed their bounty, but the scars never healed. We too had learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Increase your attack damage by 10%. Ooh. Is that just a normal? Yeah, these are the abilities. I have one more. I don't know where these are. I know this one. It's she gives it to me. Probably this one too, but I don't know where this one is. Huh. Continue the story to unlock the ability. So I just saw something interesting. I did not know this after I did my reaction to the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal. That obviously this video will be out so long ago, and everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, I know that. It's the end of the month. It's been like a month. How did you not know that?" By the way, this if you're watching this on YouTube later, right? You're not watching this live. It's currently the day of the Nintendo Switch 2, like, reveal. So overall, this is what I'm gonna say. Apparently digital games are gonna be now $80 new. And then apparently $90 for physical. I'm gonna say this right now to every developer out there. If you start pushing these games to be $100 a pop, I am more willing to not buy them. Me personally, right? And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. If Avowed is $100, it might not do as well. It maybe sold 2.5, 2.6 million, maybe a 2 million. It probably would not do as well. It maybe will sell 250K. And then what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have studios shut down because they can't produce games, right? No, they can produce games. It's just companies being fucking greedy. And Nintendo being the first one to do this and putting games up to $80 is going to make Sony and Microsoft and all these AAA developers just say, hey, you're willing to spend $80. What about our game? Physical? Oh, you're willing to spend $90 on it? Well, guess what? What's going to end up happening for me personally is this. If you're watching this later, like I said, on YouTube, this is what I'm going to say. If games start pushing $100 for new, I always have a thing with me, and this is just personally me. Whenever I buy a used game, my limit is $100. Like, I might go 105. Maybe I can, you know, ask the owner, like, hey, could I trade this in? Or maybe we can work something out. It's $5. You're still getting 100. Like, maybe, you know, pretty much trying to haggle the price down for like $5, right? Because instead of $5.10 that you're spending, because it's, you know, $5 in taxes, then, or like even $2 in taxes, then it's like 105. So you're pretty much trying to get the other $5 off. You spending $95 for a physical copy of these games, I am more inclined with the Switch 2, even though I am going to buy the Switch 2, it makes me not want to buy new games from Nintendo. And the problem with fucking Nintendo games is that they never go down in price. And that's my issue. And to be honest, because Nintendo did this first, I bet you places like GameStop and stuff like that might do something like, hey, this is a used copy for $60. And more people are willing to pay for that. I see a very bad future in the gaming industry of where AAA developers are going to end up keep doing this and keep increasing the prices for these games. Now knowing that GTA 6 could be up to $90, $100. If a game costs $100, I'm not paying for it. That's me personally. Like, it could be one of the best games on the market, the biggest game on the market, and I will not pay for it. And I hope, like, CD Projekt Red and Larian and FromSoft, I think FromSoft is probably going to haggle the way of saying, hey, we're willing to release it for 70, but we're not doing, you know, 80, 90, because that's what Nintendo wants. Because I bet you their next other game, after this game, they're probably going to release it for 60. I have major issues with what Nintendo's doing with the Switch 2 because Nintendo is asking for a lot of money. And I mean an ungodly amount of money. Can't get over it. But I just don't like it. I genuinely don't. I don't know. Something's not sitting well with my gut with the Switch 2 already. And the other issue that I'm having with the Switch 2 is, and I said this in my video that I'm hoping I get out later today. Obviously, like I said, if you're watching us about it later, don't worry about it. But I'm hoping that companies don't do, and Sony and Microsoft is included in this, is start forcing the player base.
Look out!
Here we go.
Forcing no player base to pay for party chat, because that's gonna force a lot of people to go to Discord more and more. Fuck is it? There's something up there, but I don't know. I don't agree with a lot what Nintendo is doing right now. It's not. It almost feels like they're trying to nickel dime their player base. here. Come on. There's another one down here. I can climb up that. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I got 2 in a span of an hour. I'm randomly guessing. I'm gonna go up here and then.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Okay. We're gonna stay around the distance here. This is where I'm going to end the gameplay for tonight. Oh, at least not even tonight, for this afternoon to evening stream. Blah blah blah, if I could goddamn talk. Yeah, there's not much else to say. So yeah. Hello everyone, if you like this video then don't hesitate to check out the channel, where I upload my playthroughs, thoughts on games, and many other videos based around video games. If you want to see when the next video goes up, then don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope everyone has a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!